Making the headlines this morning, Governor Soludo inaugurates CN luxury apartment in hotels Oka. Rotary Club Oka Municipal President awards to ABS. Ipman says subsidy on petrol no longer sustainable. Court in Iran sentences first person to death over protest. Before the news in detail, here is a special message. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround, maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's give him maximum support for the task ahead. Good morning and welcome to the news. My name is Chidima Orangwa. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has performed the commissioning of CN luxury apartments and hotels, a project attracted through the Akulona initiative. The CN luxury apartment and hotel located close to International Convention Center or Gorka has standard deluxe, royal and presidential suites and standard executive and super executive apartments, among others, with swimming pool, gym, restaurant, bars, event centers, and an overview space for picnic with 24-hour CCTV security camera within and outside the facility. Correspondent Chibuzo Obidike filed on this report.
Performing the official opening of the luxury apartments and hotel, Governor Soludo said there was need for investors to catch in on the enabling environment being created by his administration to invest in Anambra State as the state is safe and secured and also an investment destination. The governor, who spoke through his deputy, Dr. Onyeka Chukwuibezim, revealed that the hotel is properly sited, giving it the vantage position as tourist center close to the ICC, which will create direct and indirect jobs for youths and contribute to the IGR of the state.
The vision is to make Anambra a livable place, take it to the next level. It's all a journey of progress, and we hope Anambra will be taken to greater level through such investments.
For the Speaker, Anambra State House of Assembly, Right Honorable Uche Okafor, Governor Soludo's administration has made it practically possible for businesses to thrive as more industries are springing up under his regime, describing the hotel as an asset to the state.
But with this, you've already created employment for people and also encouraging the tourism industry in Anambra State. So now Chief
of Staff to the Governor, Mr. Ernest Ezagui, while rolling down Governor Soludo's vision in transforming the state to a modern megacity, thanked the management of the company for investing in the state, which clearly shows their commitments to partnering the state in building a livable state for both the poor and the rich. Contributing, the Vice Chancellor, Peters University, Reverend Father Professor Emmanuel Umezinwa, said the investment is a challenge to government in times of security, power supply, access road and tax, and asked government to live up to its responsibility in order to encourage investors. Responding, the founder, CN Luxury Apartments and Hotel, who is also the traditional ruler of Amansi, Igwe Chukwuma and Ibogo, while breaking the kola nuts, prayed for peace, unity and good health of the people of the state and beyond, and pointed out that the investment is part of his contribution to supporting tourism that will create both direct and indirect jobs in the state, and asked the political class, university communities and business executives and travelers to enjoy the peace and tranquility that the hotel provides.
And if I got a papa, not like I know and what I just really been here. I want to what if I defend the right to it here.
From Amansi in Oka North local government area, Chibuzo Obidike, ABS News.
A minister of God, Professor Nonso Achebe, has charged Christians to always differentiate between the kingdom of God and that of darkness. In a sermon at St. Peter's Parish, Amobia, in Oka South local government area, during a service to mark the end of the Evangelical Fellowship in the Anglican Communion, EFAC Week, in Amobia Archdeaconry, Professor Achebe, who spoke on the topic, the Kingdom Mandate, cautioned Christians against acts capable of making them lose heaven. He regretted the high rate of corruption in the society, which he blamed on the failure of many homes to live up to their responsibilities as a first point of contact for the proper training of the child. Professor Achebe maintained that any platform one finds itself should be used to serve God and equally charge the faithful to surrender their lives to Christ Jesus in order to reap more of his mercies and blessings in addition to inheriting his kingdom. The minister of God whom said that any freedom that is not properly guided normally leads to destruction, charged parents to always guide their children aright for them to become useful citizens. Professor Achebe, who maintained that the life we live is by the mercy of God, warned the faithful against using their positions to disrespect and work against God. He thanked the Archdeacon of Amobi, Archdeacon Ree, and Vicar of St. Peter's Parish, Amobi, Venerable Vincent Nkemdelin, for giving them the platform to evangelize and reminded Christians of the need to always pray and for them to love their enemies. Abu Chinwozo, who joined the service, reports that the service, which was conducted by Brother Onyedika Chukwunyelo, featured series of prayers for the sick, those in leadership positions, and Nigeria in distress. The Rotary Club of Awka Municipal has presented a Citizen Engagement and Information Service Award to Anambra Broadcasting Service, ABS. The Managing Director, Sir Chido Obidiogu, was also conferred with a Distinguished Professional Service Award. Emmanuel Chiwata filed on this report, taken from here.
Awards which were received during the installation of Rotarian Uchenna Ezani as the second president of the club in Awka was in recognition of their selfless services to humanity. Presenting the awards on behalf of the club, the pioneer governor, Rotary International District 9142, Dr. Emma Udepe, pronounced the awards as constant reminder for more work and nation building. He described ABS as one of the oldest media houses in Nigeria and implored its managing director to use his usual signature to reposition the establishment to become the voice of the voiceless, best in Southeast in particular and Nigeria in general, with the aid of improved technological equipment to ensure that it is radiating all over the world.
The service continues. Yes, you have a profession and you've always given it your best, but to us we do not think that best is yet today enough. So that's why we're making this presentation, to ask you to better your best. Nigeria sure needs you now to do much more. So on behalf of everybody in this room, I make this presentation to you.
Responding, Sachido, who dedicated the awards to the hard-working staff of the ABS, assured to always support and partner the club. Sachido, while recalling the mandate given to him by Governor Chukwuma Soludo to run a responsible, professional and profitable media organization, revealed that the task of repositioning the establishment has begun, while thanking the club for finding them worthy for the award.
So I want to say thank you very much to you for finding us worthy of this award, and it still calls for more work, essentially. What you have asked us to do is to do more. And again, let me also promise, Mr. President, that we're going to be by your side at all times. ABS, whatever you want us to do for you, that's within our reach, we'll continue to partner with you. We'll be partnering with Rotary. I can assure you that yours will be special, very special. We're available.
A two-day training organized by the Anambra State Ministry of Health for health workers to learn the prevention, management and control of non-communicable diseases in the state has ended in Awka, the Anambra State capital. The event was held in the Nigerian Medical Association House, Awka, the Anambra State capital. Chibuzo Okoye tells us more.
Speaking during the training, the Director, Nursing Services, Anambra State Hospital Management Board, Mrs. Adobia Zani, said that the training centered majorly on diabetes and hypertension. She said that the training was designed to train health workers for them to be well informed about how best to manage diabetes and hypertension patients at all times to achieve best results.
So we are very grateful because Novartis are the organizers of this program, while the State Hospitals Management Board stroke the Ministry of Health made sure that we came.
Delivering a lecture at the event, a consultant cardiologist from the Nnamdi Azikiwe University Teaching Hospital, Nnewi, Dr. Chukwudi Nwabara lectured the health workers on the dangers of non-communicable diseases like hypertension and how best to handle hypertension patients. Dr. Nwabara said that hypertension is a silent killer disease as it does not give any sign or symptoms, and revealed that hypertension can cause heart attacks and blindness, and it has no cure.
Hypertension is a silent killer. What I mean by silent killer is that hypertension does not give any sign or symptoms. It can strike and cause death immediately when it's very severe without the person knowing. It can also cause stroke, can cause heart attack. It can also cause blindness. Because of this, we should be able to counsel our patients properly while treating them for hypertension. And
for Dr. Ejiko Konkwo, who is also from the Nnamdi Azikiwe University Teaching Hospital, Nnewi, whose lecture centered on knowing your numbers, advised the health workers to take healthcare services to the grassroots so that they can know their numbers for effective planning and research.
The purpose of the lecture is, generally speaking, knowing your numbers. Knowing your numbers means taking healthcare to the grassroots so we can effectively plan for our healthcare. Well, these lectures we had are with the doctors at the grassroots and with the nurses and the health workers at the grassroots, because they are the first point of call. They are the ones that can actually give the numbers that we need for effective planning and research.
In Oka, this is Chibuzo Okoye for ABS News.
The ABGA flag bearer for the Anambra Central Senatorial District in the 2023 general election, Honorable Dozie Nwankwo, has vowed to fulfill and surpass his campaign promises to the Anambra Central Senatorial District. Honorable Nwankwo made this known during the official inauguration of Anambra Central Sikh Dozie Nwankwo ACSDN in Oka. Chibuzo Okoye has details of this report.
Group, a grassroots movement for the two-time House of Representatives member, has already embarked on different philanthropic gestures on behalf of the candidates to get his name across all households for a successful 2023 poll. The group equally used the occasion to endorse all flag bearers of ABGA in using their support to project, drive and ensure their success as enshrined in the ABGA Constitution. Be your brother's keeper. The convener of the ACSDN, Prince Ike Chukwundi, said the day was to inaugurate the support group in all the wards in Anambra Central and pointed out that the move is a voluntary decision of members of the senatorial district as his antecedents and vision speak for him. Prince Ndigwe said that Chief Nwankwo has over the time demonstrated accountability, quality and youthfulness in the House of Representatives for the past years, which has endeared him to the people and promised that the group will do all it takes to deliver him among other ABGA candidates.
This is Anambra Central Sikh Dozie Nwankwo. This particular group was created or given birth for the reason of supporting Dozie, Ferdinand Dozie Nwankwo. It has been long we are about to do our inauguration, but as you can see, due to the death of the father and every other thing, we shifted it today by now giving the name endorsement of all party candidates.
Honorable Nwankwo said that he had been a grassroots pioneer of the good people of Anambra Central Senatorial District, acknowledged the trust and projection of Prince Ndigwe, who has over the time understood his project and aspiration without financial gains, which is what ABGA is known for. He reminded ABGA faithful that the candidates of the party are men of credibility and vowed that all his promises will definitely be matched with actions.
The group started for now, and it's called a very powerful group. They are singing for me, and here I am because I have seen the performance. They have seen that I have what it takes. I have the capacity, I have the experience, I have everything to go for this battle. I'm just moving from lower to upper. I've been there already, and they're just saying they seek me. And today you can see the massive endorsement. And to God be the glory. I believe that the victory is assured.
Other flag bearers of the party individually assured the people that they will continue to project and respect the foundation that the state is known for and act for the continuous support come 2023 general election. The Transition Committee Chairman for Awka South and Dunukofia Council areas, Mr. Thank-God Anago and Austin Onyemobi, pledged their unalloyed support to Dozie Nwankwo and asked the electorate not to be deceived or carried away, but see 2023 as a turning point for quality representation to end the hardship and suffering in the country.
We know it's been existing. There is the proper commencement of the war, the political war we have, because we are really seeing going there. That's why we've assembled ourselves here to get these things inaugurated formally. That won't exist anyway, but today marks the formal inauguration of this committee. The essence of this group is just to help propagate more, the profile of individual concern. We know people know him too well, but we still know that it will help to expand the knowledge of his own personality to other nooks and crannies of everywhere, so that he will sell more than what people were expecting.
During the event, special recognition was given to individuals who have made remarkable contributions to the senatorial district. Notably, among them were the past Transition Committee Chairman for Awka South, Mr. Leo Nwuba, and a philanthropist, Chief Azubike Ekwozo of Ideo Mawulu Movement, among numerous others. In Awka, Chibuzo Bidike, ABS News.
The Independent Petroleum Marketers Association of Nigeria, IPMAN, says subsidy on premium motor spirit, popularly known as petrol, is no longer sustainable. Mr. Mike Osatoyi, the National Operations Controller of IPMAN, in an interview with reporters on Monday in Lagos, condemned payment of subsidy on petrol. Mr. Osatoyi said this against the backdrop of the ongoing hike in the pump price of petrol in filling stations across the country. He said the subsidy regime had led to increase in budget deficit and cost borrowing setbacks to the economy. He also said a subsidy had made smuggling of petrol a thriving business because of the huge profit involved. A court in Iran has issued the first death sentence to a person arrested for taking part in the protests that have engulfed the country, state media say. The Revolutionary Court found the defendant, who was not named, set fire to a government facility and was guilty of the charge of enmity against God. Another court jailed 5 people for between 5 to 10 years on national security and public order charges. A human rights group warned authorities might be planning hasty executions. Norway-based Iran human rights director Mahmoud Moghadam said at least 20 people are currently facing charges punishable by death. Moghadam called on the international community to take urgent action and strongly warned the Islamic Republic of the consequences of executing protesters. Protests against Iran's clerical establishment erupted 2 months ago after the death in custody of a young woman detained by morality police for allegedly breaking the street hijab rules. The Nigerian National League has fixed November 15 to 29 for the season-ending NLL Super 4 playoff in Yenagoa, Bayelsa State. According to reports, of flooding which ravaged the host state Bayelsa had twice forced the Super 4 to be postponed. Almost a month since the last postponement, the NNL now looks set to hold the tournament. Spokesman of the NNL, Amar Ignis, confirmed the date, which, when contacted by correspondent, to hold on November 15 to 29 at the Samson Siasia Stadium, Yenagoa. Bendel Insurance of Benin, Bayelsa United, Doma United of Gombe, and El Kanim Warriors of Meduguri are the 4 teams that will slug it out for NNL's ultimate prize in Yenagoa. The 4 clubs will finish as the top 2 sides in the Southern and Northern leagues and have all gained a promotion to the NPFL ahead of next season. Remember that you can follow ABS from any part of the world by liking our Facebook page at ABS Radio Television Oka. Subscribe to our YouTube page at ABS Television Oka. Follow us on Instagram at ABS Radio TV. Log on to our website at www.absradiotv.com. And now the main points again. Governor Soludo has inaugurated CN Luxury Apartments and Hotels, Oka. Rotary Club Oka Municipal has presented award to ABS. Itman said subsidy on petrol no longer sustainable. And on the foreign scene, we also told you that a court in Iran has sentenced the first person to death over protests. And here's a special message before we go. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's give him maximum support for the task ahead. And that's it on the news at 7 this morning. Thank you so much for joining us. My name is Chidima Oranwa. Enjoy the rest of your day. Good morning.